Hello guys. We got BZ and Inti for today. Week 10 matchup. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty good one. Inti 4-5 right now. BZ still in the run for playoffs, 6-3, 8 RD. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Currently still waiting on one player to join. But then we will be getting into the action very soon. There's around 5 more minutes, guys, in order to vote for the prediction. Alright, we are in. Let's check it out, guys. In a moment, I will be enabling the audio as well. But it is Siki starting for BZ and GNC for the other side for Inti. We got Salmon Great on the side of BZ. Likely Galaxy from the side of GNC. Yeah, as he activates the skill. Siki on the top. You can see on the bottom. So we have the rosters on the right hand side. Siki, David and Magri, Kisara, Dr. Bixi, arguably the most 5 played players in the season for BZ. And for Inti we have a lot of familiar faces in Solidar, Zeo, GNC, Seku. Only Rubo is a new player as far as stats are concerned. He hasn't played in any of the games, but alright, so GNC. Honestly, don't know what just happened. Reborn. Oh yeah, because if you okay. And that was something. First game. Tiki has won without ever starting this turn. Alright. Let's go into the next one. No repeat there. But let's see if this game will start just a bit better, because Shuffle Reborn definitely was not a good start. 22 cards. And Siki this time around will be going first. So we won't be having, hopefully, 2 banished Galaxy Eyes monsters. Even though he's playing Salamangre. This game also could potentially be a mark upon David Magri, who is at 30 wins currently. Not 31, not 29, but 30 wins. And the record he is intending to break is the one of most wins in the regular season, so from week 1 up until week 10. He has been quite unlucky recently, but in order to tie the record, he needs 3 wins, and to overtake it, he needs 4. Siki currently starting, and as mentioned just earlier, he already got a win. Not even like 2 minutes into the match. So again, there's that. 1 more minute for the prediction, guys. You already want to vote for the side who has already won. Sorry for my bad, England. Like BZ, and go ahead and do that. But don't be surprised if Inti do take down BZ. Special summons the mirror from the hand, not by its effect of being added by the Lady Debug, but by discarding the Foxy. Foxy here, the fodder for the grave. Also sending Jaguar, very good. One more summon that will be commencing. Kept the Lady Debug here. He could have used that for the Bailings if needed. But overall it doesn't really matter. It's still one more body on the board. 1700 attack. Not bad. Adds Foxy back to the hand as a result of the Sunlight Wolf effect. And well, with that, yeah, he can go for a rank 4. That is the reason why he kept it. Look at his sick animation. What is it? It will be a Dweller. Ends the turn after setting one more card. Now let's see from the side of GNC what will it be. It will be Salmon Green Mirror. Foxy, Excavating Debug, Roar, and Karma Cut. So naturally Roar being the only card that you could add here, that will be the card that will be added. Also had Circle, so can immediately have access to the Gazelle that Siki was missing. Will be Link summoning, going for the Bale Links. Did not use the Bale Links effect, so likely already started with the Sanctuary Dweller in response. Now is the time for Sticky to completely lock GNC's graveyard. Hello guys. Good to see you here in one of the more anticipated matches of this week. As we all know, BZ was up 5-0 at one point, and in recent history they went 1-3. So they're not completely locked in to the playoffs just yet. There is a scenario where they do not make playoffs. And as a result, they have to take this match as serious as they can. Will be Link summoning again, going for the Sunlight Wolf. However, nothing in the graveyard, like Jaguar here, can be summoned in order to activate Sunlight Wolf's effect. However, he did have a mirror in hand, ready to special summon itself, also by dropping Falco for the next turn follow-up, if GNC can get rid of this Dweller. The Sanctuary that we knew he had in the hand. We also know he's got a Gazelle in the hand, and the Roar that was at the very beginning excavated by the Foxy. So we know Roar and Gazelle. Sunlight Wolf here at the very least can, or could have, added the Circle, but that's not meant to be. This will also turn off the Roar, considering there is no Talon Link monster on the field. Not as of right now, but there's still the Mirror, which will promptly be turned into a Bale Links, thus making the counter trap live. And well, GNC with just a Gazelle in hand, Roar set on the field, and Siki, he's got some follow-up. We know he's got a Fox in hand, as well as the top deck card. That compose definitely very huge. And Jaguar as well in the grave, which was used as the detachment cost for Dweller. I mean, not sure why you would really add Bailings with the wolf, but still one more monster. There's one Bailings on the side of GNC. Foxy, no summon. Excavates a roar, a foul, and the Jaguar. I think foul definitely is the one to get here. Or roar. I suppose Tiki is not the most confident with attempting to go for game this turn. Or he could even go for game. Maybe there is like lethal already on the field somehow. Alright, Heat Leo. Well, we know Roar will be activating here. But at the very least, Bailings can substitute the destruction. And with that, nothing left for GNC to do. Thus, it will be a scoop. 2-0 start for the set of BZ. And well, it can go only up from here. GNC definitely not the best starting performance, especially that first game. Don't think would wish that to any player playing within Team Wars. To just completely, you know, I don't even know what really was that first game, but let's just forget about it. In the meantime, we will be waiting for the next player to come up into the room. So in the meantime, how are you guys doing? We have a couple of games starting today. Phoenix versus Rookies has started earlier alongside Entertainment Player versus Relentless. Obviously, week 10, very important week. Especially for teams like BZ, which are still, playoffs chances are still up in the air. In fact, only 4 teams are pretty much, or rather, 4 teams for sure are guaranteed to make playoffs. The ones are FHX, Switcheroo, Dueling Taiwan, and Frozen Bun. Solely by the fact that even if they lose this week, they still have 7 or more wins. The next best teams, actually the 3 teams that have at the very least 10 RD from the XN3 category are Bricks and Potatoes, SunClan, and DLC Bandit. DLC Bandit, who's also the division leader for Division 1. BMP with 21 RD, SunClan with 17 RD, DLC Bandit with 14 RD. Then we have a lot more 6 and 3 teams. Third Eye, BZ, who's playing right now, Dueling Stardom, Squirtle Squad, and Chaos Game Link, all on the XN3 mark. And then there's only 2 more potential teams in the form of Uchihas and Genkai Code, who are XM4, so they would have to win this week in order to have a chance at making playoffs. Meanwhile, all the other XM3 teams especially the ones like BMP, like Sun Clan, they can probably afford to lose those. But overall, it really depends on each team's performance this week, especially since a couple X and 3s are facing each other, like DLC Bandit and Third Eye. DLC Bandit and Third Eye definitely extremely important, not just for DLC Bandit's division leader status, but also for the fact that both of the teams are new teams, and who would have thought that two new teams are basically fighting life and death for the playoffs. Definitely a very interesting game that can't wait to check out tomorrow. But as for other matches that matter, this is one of the matches that do really matter for BZ especially. Hello, Yuya. We have been waiting for quite a while for the next Inti Sun player to hop on in. I don't know what else to show you guys. I know it's a little bit boring for you to just watch this very next match scene continuously. I don't know, do I have any graphic that I could show? Well, there's one. Hypercorp Cup, September 2022 Team Wars players. A graphic made to celebrate the 9 Team Wars players that have topped in the recent KC Cup from just a couple of weeks ago. Do we have any in today's game? We do not. But yeah. What about this? Oh, this is a pretty old one. It's also pretty old. Well, if you wanted to know some Player of the Week graphics, you have Rushara and Sachi. Yeah, that's kind of it. There's really not much else I can show you guys. The team just sent in a player. It is though. So let's hop on in. Yudo, the character that will be sent in by Inti Sun. Recently, within Team Wars especially, there has been a surge of Odd Eyes. It has been theorized that the deck was going to be only very good for that particular week in which it emerged, which was last week, after the skill nerfs towards Rose Dragon and Mech Lords, especially the one about Rose Dragon, considering the matchup of Odd Eyes against Rose Dragon was pretty in favor of Rose Dragon. But here we have Zeus starting with Shang Magician. Does have the Odd Eyes, obviously. It is a requirement for the skill. But what else does he have? I'm talking Joker, normal summon, perhaps a donkey, or just another level 7. We see 3 monsters coming up. It's going to be Odd Eyes, a second donkey, and a Shanke Magician. So definitely not the best starting hand here. Starting with both of the magicians. But on the bright side, it's still a setup where you can make Volo and a rank 4, likely the Dweller. Searches the Odd Eyes. And well, I think you're somewhat satisfied with this hand regardless. At the end of the day, you really want just another level 7, and any level 4 gets you to the other level 4, thus making the rank 4. We got the Dweller, and likely, very surely, also the Volo to follow up. Summoned in the pen zone. Not like it matters much, considering there is no more pendulum monster in the extra deck. Alright, what Tsiki's response gonna be? Because Zeo, that Dweller is looking a little frightful. Debug is a good start. As the Gazelle. Any way to get the Gazelle is extremely good. Immediately goes for the Bailings. This tells me that he's got something along the lines of maybe a foul in hand, perhaps a mirror. He could activate Sanctuary and just go for the second Bailings in order to special summon Gazelle if his hand really is that bad. But there's 4 other cards that he's got in hand. Surely he's got something that could be used to extend here. It's very hard, like, to find the pace necessary to extend regardless. Cyanide Mining. Drops the mirror. Foul. Also triggering Gazelle as a result. Here is where likely Dweller will be chained in order to prevent any immediate graveyard effect from happening. Dweller will not be chained. They're likely just waiting for a better opportunity to activate it. Roar nonetheless will be acquired back to the hands as soon as Sunlight Wolf number 2 would come up. Now, considering Bellings is in the graveyard, no more Volo pop. Sunlight Wolf will be adding back the Gazelle, obviously. It's the prime target. And now we activate Dweller. Sanctuary. Gonna be going for the reincarnated wolf, very likely. And you have a target in the grave. You got the Roar. Volo effect. Interesting. Albeit the Dweller says that card effects cannot be activated. Bailings is not a card effect that is activated. It's like a continuous effect. Thus, that Dweller will be gone, and behold, there's 2 more back row in addition to the Roar. So it's going to be pretty hard for Zeo to attempt to do any kind of play. Pendulum summons only for one. We know that's Odd Ice. Warning point. Warning point basically says you cannot attack with Odd Ice. You cannot use it for an Exceed or a Synchro. So you are completely stuck with it for this turn. Zeo, what else do you have? What did you top deck? Not like it matters much, considering there is still Roar to worry about. Shanke can use its rank as a level in order to Exceed summon. Just don't forget that you cannot use the Pendulum Dragon. Hello, SRK. There's Noble Dragon, so a little unfortunate that Warning Point was to be activated here. Zeo likely would have expanded so much during this turn had it not been for that very clutch Warning Point. Clears the board at least. Will be momentarily turning off the Roar, but like really, it's not as bad as it looks. We know he had Gazelle. That's a normal summon. Should be sending something like a Jaguar. Haven't seen that fellow in a bit. And he needs to also recycle his Sunlight Wolf. Bailings, number 2, coming up. I mean, against Zeus' current board state, there's really nothing to worry about. Going for the Sunlight Wolf. And once again, can just recycle over and over. There you have it. One more set card. Getting rid of the Noble Dragon. Considering Noble Dragon is level 3, you cannot Pendulum Summon it back. And now the Synchro access is extremely limited. But now this Odd Ice Pendulum Dragon can be used, because it's no longer affected by the Warning Point. It is up until that end phase's turn. Minitaurus. Just another body. Body and buddy. I think all the Performa pals are pals or buddies. This attack will be dealing double battle damage. As oh, I guess this also works. 1800. Quite a lot of damage. Now 700 more. Had it not been for the Compulse. Re-adding the Volo to the extra deck. Interesting. If Zeo gets a hold of another level 7, he could go back into Volo. Siki definitely needs a very good top deck here. Circle is 1. Falco. And immediately put back that circle. Opted not to go for the Sunlight Wolf enabled zone. Considering you already have the Jaguar in the grave. There's gonna be a rank 4 coming up. Or not. Not for now, maybe. Haven't seen like a lot of Salmon-Grade gameplay. Okay, yeah. There's Falco retrieving by the circle. Leo number 2. Reincarnated. Setting likely to 800 as the only remaining target there. And we are going into battle. 15. This one will be piercing for 200. Now the board is cleared and Zeo has really nothing to work out with. Joker, very likely to be greeted by a roar. No surge, no extension, no possibility for that. And Odd Eyes, I mean, not much more gas left in them. Though it does have the 2500 body, you just have nothing else, unfortunately. Spend summons. 4-1. 4-2, I guess, yeah. Hit Leo exists. My bad, guys. But warning point for 2. I mean, Zeo at the very least knows that there's at least 2 warning points in Siki's deck. Let's check out his text, shall we? Warning point, compulse, and another warning point. Just like that, Siki taking the game number 3 as well. And with that, it's gonna be up to Inti-san to see if we will be having a repeat or second deck of Zeo. Alright, we will be having a repeat coming up. So we will be having Odd Eyes versus Salmon-Grade once again. Let's proceed with the next game. As I mentioned, Odd Eyes. Siki going first once again here. Salmon-Grade, we all know it's a very consistent deck. Now someone would say consistently average. Maybe, maybe not. But you cannot deny it's overtaken the Brains release in a positive light. Tiki is thinking about his place. Definitely, as in a competitive environment like Team Wars, like leagues in general, where there's not just the individual pressure but also the team pressure, and more so in this particular league where the stakes are insanely high. And not just that, it's also week 10. And not just that, it's also this game that has to be a must win for one side in order to have the best chance at qualifying for playoffs. Obviously, this is where you take your time, you wipe out your fingers so you don't accidentally misclick, and you think every single play, not just once, not just twice, but thrice. Don't rush things. Sign and Mining dropping Foxy that was added by the debug to add Gazelle. Already a very good position for Siki. I do wonder if Siki is playing some utility rank 4s. We have seen Dweller come out from him earlier, but I would love to see if we will have something like a Roach as well. Roach would definitely put a spanner in the works for Zeo and his squad. We'll be link summoning again using the Sanctuary for the Bale. Putting it back to extra deck as well, recycling it with the Jaguar. And there we will be having a rank 4. It will be the Roach. With the one set, I don't think we know which set is this. Yeah, it can be like we have seen Compose, we have seen Warding Point. Not much to do there, just set. And we have a Compulse elevated onto the Roach at a very good time. Siki now left kind of completely naked. Especially like Nacre Valley as well will be extremely hurting. And currently it does look like game just by the virtue of the Pendulum Dragon potentially doing double damage, but Warding Point will be saying no to both Second Donkey and the Pendulum Dragon. No search, no exceed, no attack, no nothing. Left completely bare. Noble Dragon, I mean, why not? Just get rid of the Bailings while you still can. Or at the very least, attempt to force one more back row. We do enter the battle phase. We know Siki has been running the Compulse. Will he bounce Noble Dragon? The scariest aspect of this board state is that Zeo still has one more back row remaining. Not only do you have to worry about the Necro Valley, but also of the set card. This is definitely in Zeo's favor. Lady Debug, The Gazelle is already in the graveyard, already used up. Mirror. I suppose it does get you to Sunlight Wolf, but now what after the wolf? The lack to get the extension needed for the third monster in the form of the Jaguar is what will likely be the downfall of Siki for this game. Just Necroval being too good. Well, so far from Siki we have seen two, one and the second. I don't think we have seen the third, but it is pretty accessible. Silent mining and its purpose in general, searching the Gazelle, which can be searched by silent mining, by the circle. So a lot of ways to get to the Gazelle. Well, there's Compulse and likely game over for Siki. Econ. Wait. That's game. 1800 times 2, 36. Did I ever mention that Siki was going to lose? No, I was wrong. And so are you. Econ take. Stealing games almost 6 years later after its release. Though, I'm sorry that happened to you. Wow. Not needing to have composed there is what chat is talking about. To some extent, well, could be right. Really not much else Siki could have done there. Like, the Econ take was his last resort and it just managed to work. From bad to worse for Inti Sun, as they are now down 4-0. Siki on the streak with a Salmon Great Battle of Fire skill. Even with the Necroval, even with the double Compulse. Really not being enough there. Still, 3 players left to attempt to climb back. And we already have the next player. It is HeyZZy. Maybe he will be the one to deny these very good streak from coming up further. Sorry guys, we have a little bug here. Apparently HeyZZy cannot see his opponent. Alright, there we go. Finally, we are into the duel. HeyZZy versus Siki. And it looks like we have another Odd Eyes, potentially. HeyZZy is going second. Alright, we do have confirmation. Quite a skill. Siki once again going first. Orais was played in 2 as well last week from Inti Sun. Zeo starting off with Orais and also repeating it, going 2-2 overall. And later on during the match, and Zoridar with Orais himself. So the two Orais players have been brought out pretty early this time around by Siki after GNC's suboptimal start. Bailings. Getting out the Sanctuary. You got the Sanctuary in order to reincarnate and then re-add Circle. And not only that, you also have the Jaguar already ready to grab back the Gazelle after the Sunlight Wood effect. No side of the trap, but who knows, maybe he opened it. 2 sets and the third. We know there's 2 warning points, 1 compulse, 1 econ at the very least as back rows for Siki. Flame Strike to start up the turn. We'll be adding the necessary material for skills activation. Sends it to the ED pack-in, and hopefully both of the magicians from the deck. Yes, they are. We do have 4 cards to work with alongside the Pendulum Dragon in the extra deck. Let's go. 3 monsters be coming out. One of them, obviously, the Pendulum Dragon. The one that stole game from right under Zeus' nose. This is game number 5, although we have seen the game 3 and game 4 games of Orais. I think his last 3 games were Orais. 3 level 7s on the board. Could be making a case for Volo, but I do think it's a little better to attack. 2500 is pretty hard for Salas to go over. So having 3 of those monsters with that attack stat line, even with the 3 back row. And let's not forget, Siki did not activate Warning Point. If he had the Warning Point, he would have hit 3 monsters. So, can assume by process of elimination that alongside the set circle, there could be something like Compose, Econ, probably. But we do have a Compose. Now, the bad thing here is the fact that the Sunlight Wolf gets to live. Not only is it already Link Summoned using itself, so it can re-add the circle. Which gets you to the Foxy, as we have just seen. But also, it just allows you to extend so much more. Jaguar already has a monster that it can, you know, summon itself under. You got Lady Debug, you got Gazelle in hand. It is just a fest for Siki right now. But let's keep in mind there's still 2,500 attack monsters on the board. Summon Wolf here. What will you add? I mean, there's really not many choices. I guess you should be adding the Foxy. Unless you want to get rid of one of the two Pendulum Scales, which would be pretty good. Will not be the case immediately. I should be using Fowl's effect in order to attempt to seal the back row. It is sealed. Now Wolf using its other effect, adding the circle back to the hand. Falco recycling here. And now we have two level 4s on the field. Can have a Spider or a Rebellion coming up. Will be Malevolencing. Getting rid of one Pendulum Dragon. And now with the Econ take, we have the other. And that game, once again, 5-0 for Siki right now. Econ take, once again, for game. Repeat number 2 coming up. Probably expected this one, since Odd Eyes has been the answer for Salmon Great for Inti Sun, and this is the 4th game in which Odd Eyes has been used as an attempted counter. So far, all 3 unsuccessful attempts. Maybe the 4th one will be successful. This game is bugged. Don't pay attention to this. We'll have to re-enter this. Yeah, very nice, very cool. Let's go again. All right. Now that we're back to the real game, let's see how this one unfolds. And Zoe, they're finally going first. But I is definitely preferring to go first in this kind of a matchup. But of Flame Strike, splitting up the skill. And once again, open the 3rd one, come on. No? I guess not. Both Magicians from the deck. He did not open either one. We know for sure there will be a rank 7, but any level 4 he opens, one of the two of Second Donkey or the Joker. That's that's a 4 monster Pendulum Summon. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Second Donkey searching for the Joker. Follow up for the next turn. It's actually still yet to normal summon. But likely we won't be seeing that this turn. Instead, what we will be seeing will be the Volo and the Dweller. Oh, he will be going for the Joker. Searching out the 3rd and last Pendulum Dragon. Pass. Now back to Siki. We have seen this kind of a board setup before. We have also seen Necro Valley. But that did not stop Siki from Siki the Nuts. Let's see if Siki the Nuts will be happening once again. Foxy to start up the turn. excavates Falco, Debug, and Warning Point. This is pretty useful information that he managed to excavate one Warning Point. Means that, well, you know, if the case was for him to open 3 back row, you're pretty likely to bet on the fact that he does not have 2 Warning Point. Maybe 1, but not 2. That's only if he runs only 2 Warning Points. We haven't seen a 3rd one. Gazelle added from the circle. Bale. Searching out the field spell, Sanctuary. And Dweller will immediately activate. In response, Gazelle. Chaining. I think something interesting would have happened here if he was to chain Volo. Oh, never mind. Never mind, guys. Don't mind what I was about to say. Gazelle minning the Jaguar. Fortunate this turn. Won't be able to use its effect. Volo will be activating now. Which one will you get rid of? The Bale. This does make room for Gazelle to be used as the material for Bale. Quite the long thinking process for Siki, but this is nothing new from him. 3 set cards, passing on just the defense position Gazelle. This looks like the best chance that Inti-san has. Let's see if they will be able to convert it. Because the last time they had such a good chance, they kind of threw it away. Pendulum summoning 1 will be the Pendulum Dragon that we knew he searched from the Joker. Warning Point. Wouldn't do much. Currently lethal on the board. Sticky, you have to have a second set that disallows that from happening. Compose. A good card to have in this moment. Gets rid of Dweller. And now it's back to even playing field. Siki, nothing to worry about. Swallow's effect has been used. No more Dweller. No Compose or Necro Valley to be worried about. It's all free reign now for Siki. Let's check his graveyard. He does have a Foxy. He does have a Jaguar. And there's Neurosound Ladybug. Lady Debug. Neurosound Ladybug. I mean, she is kind of a ladybug, but Cyber's one. Mir was added to the hand. But which prompt will it be? The one to special summon itself instantly or by discarding one? He will be discarding one. Falco sent to the grave. This means that he could be setting back the circle. Or perhaps not. We'll be making room for a rank 4 to be happening. Mir greatly utilized here. Getting 2 monsters from hand of Mir and Falco back to the field. Keep in mind we still have Jaguar in the grave. And we still have Foxy in the grave. As long as this last card is a Salmon Grey monster, some great things could be happening. Oh no, I think this last card is the actual Sanctuary. Let's see. Sunlight Wolf. Getting back, I suppose, Gazelle. Or Falco. Foxy summoning defense, popping the high scale. But Ice has problems with the high scale. Hit Leo. Let's check out the grave. He can make a big monster into a 500 type monster. And not just that, if the last card is an enemy controller, you already know how this ends. Especially if we do have the rank 4 coming up. Please don't let it end like that. Just an econ take in this moment for the Pendulum Dragon is game. Rank 4. If he gets rid of Joker, it's just game over. Oh, battle phase. Yeah. You know how this goes, guys. I'm not even surprised at this point. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. No econ? Alright. Let's check out the extra deck once again. Well, first of all, he needs a high scale, which he currently does not possess. What he does possess is a Necro Valley, but that's gonna be immediately negated. Good card to have right now. Additionally, I think he also has, the Balings to protect the Heat Leo, and Pendulum Dragon cannot swing over the Sin. And this card, even if it's a high scale like the second Joker, there's really nothing you can summon that is good at all. We know this is also the third Pendulum Dragon. Other two are sent to the grave. Looking very tough for Enzo Leader. Joker in a Noble Dragon. Right. That's one way to at least have something going for you. But by the looks of things, If he had something, he likely would have activated it already. Straight to the battle phase we head. Backing into Hidleo. We know the Bailings from the graveyard will be protecting. That's gonna be an end phase for Nzolider, and again, another Siki win for BZ. 6-0 so far in this match. And both repeats wasted. Wasted, well, utilized, but not to their full extent. Few more players on the side of Inti-san, Seku, and Rubo. I don't think they are very excited to face off against Siki. Rubo especially, considering he has not played a single game in this season so far. To have someone coming up. It is Urubo. Let's go into the game. Rubo going first. "20 cards with a Kiza. Drops the rocks for the white. It's been a while since I've said the names of these cards. Not for the white, sorry, for the rocks. Drops the witch for the rocks. I looked up a little weirdly, but what matters is that you have a level 7 on the board. And the HeyZZy is traditionally very hard for someone great to deal with. Reset cards especially, you already know it's gonna be extremely difficult. Sign and mining to start the turn. Dropping Jaguar. Gets out the Lady Debug. Subsequently, normal silencer. Is there anything on the normal summon? Goes for the bail. See if we will have any interruption. Nothing was used on the lead debug, but we do have on the bail links warning point. Keep in mind the bug has been fixed where you can no longer sanctuary link off a bail links for a bail links. Something is waiting. Yeah, there's the foul that was present in the hand. Balance negated. No sanctuary to be added. Foul. I suppose you can try to get rid of the remaining two back at the very least for this turn, but what do you do against the HeyZZy? Nothing. Thank you for the raid, 814225. Thank you. Make sure to follow him, guys. Just chat it and click on his name and click the follow. Now HeyZZy special summoning itself. Did get rid of a second Jaguar. HeyZZy will be milling now. What's gonna be the target? Is it gonna be Roar or... oh, alright, a Falco. I mean, that is a rank 4 in the making. Recycling your HeyZZy in a good way. I have the Sin, but really, how much can you really do here? You missed the 50-50 with the foul, activated the Rose Dragon instead of a problematic back row. Let's see. Attack. Will this go through? No. His only hope was for the Malevolent Sin to be big enough to get rid of HeyZZy, but now I don't think that's gonna be the case any longer. And no, not looking likely at this point. The hardest counter a HeyZZy was brought out. Really makes you think. All the RIs have failed, but not the HeyZZy. Blue Rose that we knew, he searched with the rocks. And this one is the top deck. Was gonna be the Synchro Salon. Will there be a Synchro Summon? I mean, if, for example, alright, there's the Compulse. Deny any possible, I suppose, second HeyZZy plays. I think I've seen some Rogue Dragon players play multiple HeyZZy last week. Or not last week. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. Alright, with 2 cards in hand, one of them being Gazelle. At this point, there's really nothing. We know the entire extra deck of Tiki, and it's not looking too bright. HeyZZy in this game really was an FTK. Two Bale, 2 Wolf, 1 Leo from the skill. Oh no, one Leo. Yeah, we have seen both. And the Roach is the one missing. Warning point. Yeah. Really not a lot to say here. It is Siki delaying his inevitable loss, but to get your first loss at 6-0 up definitely means that you've been doing a really good job for the team, both individually and for the team. Showing up in the big games is Siki. Jaguar. I mean, you can try all you want, but from the sole fact that Bale Lynx is on the field, it's inevitably game, unless you find a way to get rid of that and of Foxy. There we go, finally. I think that was a time limit loss. I don't know why you really want to save this game when you know you have 0 outs. Just kind of wasting time at this point, but finally maybe looking a little better for Inti-san. You're still down by 5 points, and they are 4 points away from winning, but a start is a start nonetheless. Hello, hello. I think he's so weird, man. Keeps leaving the freaking table. Alright. Let's check it out. The second deck of Siki. Oh, that looks like Odd Eyes. Let's see if there's a Shang-Sheng. Alright. Siki going first. 23 cards. CG, we know he's a calculated man. He will be taking opportunities to uncover the best plays, such as setting one monster and one spell trap and passing. Definitely one of the most plays of all time. MST. Alright. Goodbye back row. MST to the MST. What's next in plan for Rubo? Skill activation. Drops the rocks, by the way, to get the white. So, if we didn't draw carrot, HeyZZy. I suppose the same kind of game plan will be followed, where he goes for HeyZZy and sets a couple. Dragon Pulse. Alright, let's see if maybe the top deck saves him. But now he has back row to face. Just one though. We know the other is very likely to be the Basil. That's another end phase. Yeah, this is going to be a 6-2 scoreline, very likely. You've already been extremely exposed to how Rose Dragon plays, so really no need to assess the situation further. Second white in hand. Special summons the blue. That was just top decked. That's a Trish. And that should be just clear game. Second donkey. Rubo won again. 2-0. And now BZ has to send a new player to the table. Or rather to the room. Already someone came in. And someone in the chat already guessed. It is Senor Magri next. It is his time. He does need 4 wins in order to tie and overcome the record of most wins in the regular season of Team Wars. Let's see if the mission will be completed or not. Down Mangrate could be looking likely to be his first deck. We will know that for sure on the next turn. Because Rubo is going first again. Alright, it is Rise from the Valley of Flames. Rubo, what's your starting hand? Activate skill. Keep in mind, guys, even though you can still activate the second skill, you are forbidden to activate it in Team Wars matches. You need to respect the ban list, or rather the skill changes. Drops the blue for the rocks, already had the white in hand. So pretty good setups, all things considered, for Rubo in these 3 games. HeyZZy, we know it's pretty dang good against Salmon Great, so Davide coming in with Salmon Great tells me that they likely have some form of a counter prepared for it. Oh, it will be Zeta actually. As the turn 1. What if it's a 10-7 Alco? Alright. Foxy will be getting the Roar, the only Salmon Grey card revealed. Circle. Get you easy and nice access to the Gazelle. Gazelle will be single-handedly putting the second and third monster on the board. But there's still Zeta on the other side. In each game, Rubo has started with 1 less back row, and 1 less relevant back row, that is. Because now, it's 100% Basil Rose Shoot. It just has to be. Gazelle. As a Sank. And Gazelle likely will be made on the Jaguar. Falco will be the target. Finally, we may see the opportunity for Zeta to activate on the Sunlight Wolf. Maybe that's what Davide wants. What's in the grave? Nothing really relevant. That's the 1 and the 2nd. Will we be seeing a 3rd? Yes, we will. We know he's got 1 Gazelle in hand and 1 Sanctuary. By the look of things, he's either gotten a back row that he just cannot activate because everything is set, or just an unplayable monster of sorts. Nonetheless, back to Rubo. He has already used his skill. He cannot use it again. So he needs to work with what he's got. Interestingly enough, in the end phase, he did not activate the Basil Rose Shoot in order to get his engine going a little further. So maybe this set card was not even the Basil. Or it was, he just didn't activate it. Sticky decks were 6 and 1 Salmon Great with Rise of the Valley of Flames, Rise from the Valley of Flames, and an 0-1 Odd Eyes. add it to the pile of lists of Orais going O and X. I think it went on 5 in total in this game. Needle Ceiling activated, forcing out the Zeta and destroying the remain, or well, forcing Zeta only to be negated. So that's a board wipe. Failings making sure that the Sunlight Wolf will be saved, and there's still one more back row. And Rubo, no normal sound remaining, no nothing. And here is probably where not activating the Basil in the previous end phase really hurts. Set card, it is another Basil. But really, not much else to say. The duel is in Davide's hands. Do you have any comments about Davide winning this duel? I mean, it is somewhat evident that Davide will be winning this duel. The MSD forcing out the Basil, definitely very good. Sanctuary and Gazelle, we knew were cards in his hand. Activates the Roar from the grave, meaning that the Roar will be banished upon leaving the field, but maybe that will not be even a worry considering Gazelle will be milling a Jaguar, setting up the rank 4 for the win of Davide. 7 and 2. Circle. Add it to the hand. And with that, what else even is in the grave? I knew there's a Falco, but Foxy. Way better from the very first action of turn 2. But yeah, this is just game on the board. Even the piercing 600 attack comes up. It means you do get to attack with one less monster, but he attacked with Gazelle first, so now he gets to attack with all monsters. Wasting some very precious seconds, but no, it is what it is. 7 and 2. Rubo now will have to be on his second deck. He is back on the table. He needs all 4 of them. Let's see if that will be his journey. He's got 1 out of 4. And likely Galaxy is what we'll be seeing next. Galaxy even going first. Could this be Galaxy? I mean, we have not seen Balance activated. X is Galaxy, sending out the Galaxy X Photon Dragon, adding the Photon Lord. Shuffle Reborn. Let's hope that what happened in the first duel of the game will not be happening again. Level 8 for the Galaxy Wizard. That is a rank 8 coming up. Obviously the Photon Lord. With the 1 set. So pretty good all things considered for a Rubo. 5 cards to work with for Salad. Salad Magri. That's a monster. Alright. The triple set. Alright. This is what we were mostly waiting for. To see just how many sets there are involved. Fallen Lord. Going for the search. Very likely to be the Galaxy Zero. Not Galaxy Zero, sorry. Oh yeah, Galaxy Zero, yeah. That's the name of the equip. I was thinking of Expedition. But, regardless. 3 cards to work with, 1 of which we know. Shuffle Reborn as well. In the grave. Axis Galaxy, the second activation of the skill, will allow you to utilize just 1 material for a rank 8. Galaxy Zero. Going for the Photon Lord here. For the Photon Dragon. Anything in response from Davide. He could be having like or could have had some like a warning point. If he had MST, he could have used that as well. Not looking too hot, because that back row will start being forced out by the Cypher Blade. Or Cypher Blades. Full armor, just stepping stone for the Cypher Blade. There we have him. Anything in response on the summon from Davide? Even if there is a needle, there's still the Photon Lore being unable to be destroyed by card effects. Does have a Photon card. Cypher Blade attempted to snipe. I just missed what card he... Okay, it was the monster. Galaxy Whiz. Adding 1 designated card. Which one will it be? Galaxy Zero. Follow up for the next turn. Oh, the Fisher. You completely put a nail in the coffin for Davide. Makes you wonder why he didn't first Deep Fisher than but it's all good. Davide needs to find a way to dodge these attacks. Compulse is one of them. Fallen Lord send back to the ED. Cypher Blade here. Attacking. Likely could be taking this attack. Can afford to, really. And phase. A circle. adding the foul. Cavalry Born here can banish nothing. But do back row. And, yeah, you do have foul, but Lady Debug is pretty good to have. Mirror will be another material. Right, yeah. One of them is Galaxy Zero, so just one interactable back row. Mirror being put down on the field. Get to see the sign of foul. Although we should be seeing it pretty soon. Bailings searching the sank. Now foul gets special summoned. Was there any delay there? Seemed a little too quick, maybe. Could there be something like a warning point for the side of Rubo? We'll have to wait and see, really, what it is. Foul could try to force it, but there's not really enough fodder in the hand for Foul's effect to really make a difference. And let's not forget, there's still D Fisher to worry about. Lady Debug went goodbye. Yeah, Foul sending and forcing out the Compulse onto Bale. What is there left for Davide to do? Do you have anything, or will you let the chain resolve? It's been revealed at the start of the duel. It is Valley of Flames. Chain resolves. Bailings back to the extra deck. And, well, now there's no more back row. The 50-50 was correctly hit. Now what do you do after? You have still a jack to work off with. Rise. We'll be putting down the other sanctuary. And well, with the jag, you're out. It would have no monster though in the grave. Skill says that if you're below 2k, he added another Bailings to the extra deck and also played a Sanctuary from outside. He will be reincarnating the Sunlight Wolf. As a result, can add the Circle. Circle which he will be setting. Now, Cypher can pop. I mean, you have free leeway to pop the leftmost card. Circle is not gonna do much. Oh, Cypher will be actually intending to pop the Sunlight Wolf, but it's gonna be unaffected. Still, you can still swing into the Sunlight Wolf for game, unless the other card can do something about it. Full armor. Likely will be going for the second Cypher Blade and popping that last set card. Let's see if it is the Neil Ceiling. It is. Seven to 3 right now. Rubo certainly putting Davide in a tough spot. One to one is Davide. He really wants to break the record and get all wins. He will really have to try hard for it. Galaxy is no easy deck to face up against. But let's see if the second deck can change that. Let's back. It is now sudden death. Both players left on just one deck life. We do have Jaden / Ubel. 22, and it's also his turn, so we will be getting to see immediately what he's up to. Could be BA, could be Heroes, it could be a second Salamangreat deck. Falco. Little suboptimal starter. But he does have Gazelle. All good in the hood. Gazelle. I'm gonna mill the circle here. Falco, obviously, you want to always have the Gazelle in hand. Sunlight Wolf. Exit Bind has been used widely with Salamangreat, so could very likely be ties. Circle back to hand. Can also be used if he wishes to. 1, 2, 3 set cards, and that's gonna be it. The Wolf on the field, Gazelle in the hand, and the 3 set cards, one of which we know is Circle. Now, going second, Rubo really has to have the answer to attempt to break through the board. MST is a good start. Leftmost card this time around is the Roar. Pretty good hit. Now, Circle and 1 unknown back row remaining. There's the Photon Dragon, but which effect will it be? He will be sending one more. No Photon Lord for this turn. Jackson Knight, stand. Shuffle Reborn. Let's see it. Photon Dragon on the field. What is next, though? To recap, there's... Alright, Compulse. That is the only other live backer that can interact with Rubo's board. So now Davide is completely defenseless if there is another extension for Rubo. Galaxy Knight in the grave, probably not much you can do. The Rubo does have a normal summon available to his arsenal. Shuffle reborning the Galaxy Knight here. If there's a Galaxy Expedition, alright. Galaxy Wizard will get you to what you need. So, turns out that Rubo did have the answer. It was in the form of MST, Double Shuffle Reborn, and Galaxy Wizard. But it was an answer nonetheless. 5-card combo, yep. Fortunately, if Davide... Davide has a circle and he has a Sunlight Wolf that was link summoned using itself. So circle can protect. The game is not yet done, but he will really have to have a good top deck after that. We know he's got Gazelle in hand. Oh, Expedition is game. Fair enough. Oh yeah, because he hasn't... Yeah, he hasn't XC summoned yet. That's correct, guys. He's still got the skill, Jorfio, yeah. You can just use this Photon Dragon by itself, go into full armor, and clear the board. He does. Wait, so can protect once. Neo. Interesting Neo there. They will be ranking up once again for the full armor. Full armor can attempt to destroy a face-up card. There is a Balings. I don't think BZ really gives a shit about the GG Tour. Just gonna be straight up. But yeah, this Balings can protect if it's really needed. But 22. Oh yeah, you actually are good to go. You can use Balings and still get to live. He will opt not to. Gazelle instead will be putting itself onto the field, considering a Salmon Grade went to the grave. Jack for the follow-up. Here, Rubo can just force the circle Or rather, not for circle, but for the Bailings. And now it's gonna be back to Davide. It's got some cards in the grave. Mirror the target. Shuffle Reborn, getting rid of the Galaxy Knight. That was reborn previously. Falco. This way you get some nice action here. Thank you for the raid, Jumpy. I want to see how your game ended. Ended quite fast by the looks of things. It was okay, 10-1. All right, that's interesting. All right, Foul was the card's top deck, so he does have a lot of monsters available at his disposal, and just by the virtue of that, a lot of level 4s, that's gonna be a rank 4, and that's gonna be game. We know this card cannot stop. Reveals the fact that he's got the Tidal Binds. Not like it was really out of the blue, but 8, 2, 3. Now down to the last player. It's gonna be Seku. But in the meantime, I'm going to present something to you. It's gonna be the Thursday night football trailer, which we will be seeing right now. So let's have a look at it.
On Prime Video this Thursday, the Commanders, the Bears, let's go! A no-nonsense NFC battle.
He's inside the 30, he's in the end zone again.
Carson Wentz, Justin Fields, fighting for a win in the Windy City.
Into the end zone, touchdown.
It's the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears.
Ain't no reason to be scared now. This is the fun part.
Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video.
Alright, so what we just watched was Thursday night football trailer. TNF is a fun and innovative, high quality product with top talent across the broadcast, NFL experts. It's a very easy to use and to access program. Each week, just like Team Wars, there's a matchup you cannot miss, and pre-game, post-game show, so very similar to what we do here. And yeah, hopefully you will get to check that information out. Now back to our things. Seku, the last player standing. Bears, I mean, it is what it is. BA from the side of Seku, another new deck that we have seen in this game. MSD onto the BDS. Good hit. Still Beatrice with Sir and Rhino. Foxy, a good start. Finally, we have seen the fact that Davide is running VD Crow. He had the chance to get between Jaguar and Circle. Obviously, Circle is what you want here. Get the easy access to the Gazelle. Fail. As a Sank. Plays that we are all very familiar with, just from this duel alone. Gotta say, interesting math and sleeves combination from Seku. We have the deep dark void of the sleeves with a funny, silly, and the best math in the game, Cow math. Falco, making sure the Circle gets back onto the field. Sunlight Wolf. If we would see any action from the side of Beatrice, now could be a good time. Foul. Someone onto the zone that Sunlight Wolf points towards, so Gazelle likely to be retrieved. What more is there to Davide's turn? Another set. And the Tired Binds. Are you even gonna enter battle phase? No. In the end phase, Beatrice. Let's see the follow-up. Likely gonna be sending the Skarm. Detaching Dante. Dante here can add the Libic. Skarm. Obviously, Tour Guide is really good. Target to search. And Beatrice still has the Rhino and the Seer. Beatrice once again. This time detaching the Rhino Warrior for the Seer. So here we have quite a couple of targets to revive, but Dante seems the most likely. Rhino also sending one from the deck. We'll be seeing Farfa in action. Keep in mind, Seku is playing Sarah, so Mind of the Plana, likely the skill. Getting permanently rid of the Sunlight Wolf will definitely disrupt the long game that Salads usually have. Unless, I guess, Davide gets access to the second copy while under 2000 life points. That's only if he runs 2, that is. The level 3 is on the field. Dante. We're gonna see a third Beatrice. Mill and 3 will have not the most optimal mills. A Crane, a Crow, and Yalich. All 3 not the best right now. But still, currently game. Unless Davide has a card to save him. Which he does. I think we've seen him set Circle. Yes. The middle card is the Circle. Beatrice. Getting rid of the one with the Seer attached to it, because Seer has already used its effect this turn. Bale, protecting the foul. Now foul is dead. No more Farfa to worry about. This could make way for Davide to try to chip further at the BA unstoppable defenses. Foxy will be the normal summon. Immediately going for the link, meaning he can get to retrieve that Foxy back onto the field. Gazelle, we knew it was in hand. Gazelle, do we have a Jaguar? We don't, but we should make sure. Alright, we will send the Roar. This Dante has a Finished attached to it. There's one attached to be. Oh, yeah, both of them are in the grave. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so this looks like a GG actually. For some reason, I thought there was just one used already. Let's take a look once more at the graveyard. Not a whole lot that can be done. I suppose Alich would be the closest target to attempting to disrupt at least the rank 4. Then and now we see Beatrice activate. Likely send Yalich. Also while detaching Dante so you can get a Seer out. Back to the hand it goes. Alich, no more for the Malevolent Sin. Can still attempt to detach the Jaguar. At least for the next turn. Wolf. Mir, I think we have seen this one searched earlier. No, don't think we did. Nonetheless, as the Gazelle back to hand, It Leo should be coming up pretty soon. I think this is the first time we actually see it from Davide. Roar, we've seen it earlier, being mailed by the Gazelle. Good call there. At least disabling any kind of possible follow-up that Seku would have. That's gonna be a 2k damage. And also Dante destroyed. Or not just Dante, but maybe even the Virgil. Virgil, a Prisma one. Let's count how many have been used. Just the one, because one was sent back to the extra deck. Virgil drawing card. And that should be the end for Davide's turn. Perhaps not looking too bad for BA. Oh, Galaxy Cyclone. That's one killer top deck. Roar, goodbye, and likely Davide's game as well. Bell in the grave. So he will need two big monsters to swing over. One very easily right here with Beatrice. And he's also sent Sir. Farfa making sure hit Leo or the spider, but likely hit Leo, is sent away. And all he has to do is just, I guess, Rhino. Wow. That third one? It is the third one. That's gonna be game. Virtue of exact lethal. What? Spear has already been used. Gazelle in hand. Oh, Barbar for game, but there's Gazelle coming up. Yeah, lots of bees to banish here. Guess you want to get rid of the Skarms, the Alich, or Libic, I guess. Minus 450. And now, back to the battle phase. Bellings protects. This circle cannot be activated this turn, but on the following turn, there's free reigns. And not just that, the Helio is back as well. I wonder if Hitleo remembers that he was Link Summon using the Hitleo. Probably doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. There's only one extra deck remaining though for Davide. Trying to figure out which one it is. Looks like the second wolf. Right? It's the second wolf. Yeah. There's no way he has just one wolf, guys. Right? He had one Dante, and I think one was attached to Beatrice. Oh, correct, Jojo. Correct. Falco returning Hitleo to the ED. Val and the Jaguar coming up. Returning a second Leo. Two Lich have been used. Is he relying on the third one not being there? Apparently so, Noras. This is Davide's last chance. Seku running or not running the third Lich. This should be the second hit, Leo. Yeah, so he has 3 billings. And that game, wow. He only plays 2 Lich? What a clutch win. What a clutch win. You have to give that to Davide. Shuffling both his hit Leos after already having had it on the field. That was a play. One of the most plays even of all time. And it helps Davide. He is currently tied for the most wins in the Team Wars regular season with 33 wins, tying Wayne. You know, probably shouldn't have said the full name, but Wayne. We know he's the GOAT. Last time Wayne played was in Season 8, where he went a respectable 3-1 in one game. But the season we're talking about is Season 7, where he went an astoundingly 33 wins, 15 losses, and 10 played. One more win, the final win of the match, if it is for Davide to win. Seku and Inti-san likely looking not to have this accomplishment occur. Seku is now back onto the table. So let's go. What could be final game of the season for Inti-san? Maybe ever. In Timor's history at least. Or Davide on the other side, breaking records. And what's more fittingly than a mirror? Seku going first, 24 cards. Starting off with a normal summon foul, usually a card you easily special summon from the hand. Did he start with a gazelle? He did. He did start with the gazelle. Fortunately, also didn't start with a sank. But gotta have something more. Jack, in order to re-add the gazelle. But not having sunlight will add anything. Not the roar, nor the circle. It's gonna be tough unless Seku has just good back row. Let's see. Gazelle back to hand. 1, 2 sets. Alright. There's the back row that I was mentioning. At the very least is present. MST right from the top. Which card will it be? Will be the middle one. Let's check it out. It is the Compose. Good card to get rid of. Circle, finally, starting David's turn. If he likes the Gazelle, he's got the chance to add it. Foxy, the normal summon will be Excavates a Diddy Crow, a Lady Debug, and lastly the Roar. So quite the card to get here, especially it being the last. Bale coming up, and Gazelle special summoning itself. Seemingly Davide has no fear in playing right now. Gazelle is gonna mill. There is one Bale in the grave for Seku if something was to happen. Something in the form of a needle ceiling, completely disrupting Davide's further place for now. Interesting that he did it right now on Gazelle effect. Maybe there's a way he could attempt to extend further just from the mill itself. But what a board clear. What a board clear. There's the Falco. Falco here. Getting a circle back. We know he's got a Roar and seemingly another back row, but that's just gonna be it. The pass is imminent. Roar currently dead. Circle can at least ensure that if Mir is still in the deck, Mir alongside the Bale can ensure protection. It's just the last back row that we could be worried about if we are Seku. 2 cards to work off with. I believe this one is the Gazelle. Bale. Recycling even more with the Sunlight Wolf. What's in the grave? We have a Foul and the Jaguar. Suppose you want to add a Foul here. Triggering Gazelle. We have free leeway for Leo. Wolf, adding the circle, making use of its other effect before going into the bigger link. Also link climbing using Bell links, ensuring protection is there. Leo number 1, spinning, rather attempting to spin one back row. It's gonna be the 50-50. Will this be the roar? Likely it was. But we still have Heat Leo number 2 to worry about. Which will definitely target the leftmost card, considering the middle card is a circle. Let's check out the animation. Heat Leo, on the depths of the cyberspace. Fiery and burning. Comes right back onto the field, reincarnated. Compulse. Getting rid of the Heat Leo. Circle. That the Sunlight Wolf has added, ensuring some follow-up. Two Bailings have been used, but I'm actually not gonna say anything. I'm just going to let the duel do the talking. Let the match speak for itself, because it is a beautiful match after all. He has not even used his normal summon. Foxy excavating the Jaguar, the only target that he can legally add. Goes for the Sunlight Wolf, at the very least enabling the Jaguar to come back onto the field. Siki got 6 wins with Salamangreat and 0 wins with Odd Eyes. Sunlight Wolf back to the ED. 3,600 on the field remaining on the board. Likely no form for Seko to extend further, so this is gonna be it. Just those two monsters. Circle. Oh, then you would love to have watched this just previous game between Davide and Seku. Davide had a very nice last finishing turn against BA. Foxy starting off the turn, discarding the Jaguar that we likely searched. Also destroying the Sank as a bonus. Opting not to protect, obviously, because it's kind of useless at this point. 3 more cards to work off with. I believe... no, we do not have the Gazelle in hand. Seku as well. We do have the Bailings there. It's just the set card being the worry there the most. So let's see if Davide can play through what Seku may have. Bale. One of the cards in hand is the Sank. Oh, the Roar. Disabling the Jaguar from resolving. That Gazelle will still stay in the grave. Will that be his downfall? Well, we know I guess he had the second Jaguar. Normal summoning it. But do keep in mind, you can only use this effect once per turn. This negates the activation. So I don't think you can activate Jaguar once again. And seeing Davide playing way faster could be attributed to lower timer. Circle added back to the hand. He can use this circle. His Gazelle is still in the grave, but Mir, still a target left. Bale in the grave, let's not forget. Sunlight Wolf will be re-adding one material, probably the Gazelle here. Unable to special summon it though. Falco returning the mirror, meaning that he can special summon the mirror back. If he is to discard the Gazelle. It's probably not seeing an opportunity for lethal right now. That Balance in the grave must be really annoying to deal with. Mirror to the hand with the necessary fodder, like the Gazelle. We'll be opting to go for the Hidleo. Number 1. He has used Sanctuary already. Mirror. Well, he's gonna need another monster in order to go for another. So that's just gonna be it. Forcing the Balings from the grave. And I think this looks to be it. Seku making sure that the record stays intact, but only tying it. This is not a less game just by the virtue of the piercing, let alone the Hidleo effect if he's to retrieve with a Sunlight Wolf. Gotta go just for the Malevolent Sin. It's game in a multitude of ways, but that roar, very clutch, just like the Neo Ceiling. Definitely overextending. Or is he? Well, we know there is a Balings in the graveyard for double Balings, actually, in fact. So that's gonna be soaking 2 attacks. And don't forget, we have a Gazelle in hand. Gazelle also can special summon itself, but don't forget the... yeah, I forgot about the piercing. Davide only managing to tie the record, but still, it is a feat that has not been seen in Team Wars so far. So that's gonna be 9-4. Now, between Kisara, Doctor, and Big C, plenty of room that can allow for the finishing to be delivered. Unless Seku can hang on for 6 more games, but likely gonna be looking very hard. So yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting for the next player to come on in. Between Doctor, Isara, and Big C, it's quite late at night for all of them. I think it's almost 1 AM Still, fortunately, just a Sunday. And we do have the next entrant. It is gonna be Big C. What's more fitting than the fabled 3 to attempt to finish this off? Davide, Siki, and Big C. Let's check it out. Okay, there's no way I'm jinxing it, alright. Tiki and Davide did pretty well. It wasn't 4-2 for Davide. I didn't mention about the jinx. But let's see what Bix is up to. 24 cards. He does have the Jaden / U-Bell. Alright, Sign and Mining dropping the Jaguar. Mirror added off of the debug. That's the second monster on the field. Circle. This one will be used to get a Gazelle. So far, so good. Sank added to the hand. With the Roar milled, so it's gonna be the setup with the Wolf, the Jaguar, and the Roar. Only number 2. Roar to be set with the circle added back to the hand, ensuring some follow-up. Gazelle added to the hand, and what's left? We have 2 level 4s. You already know that's gonna be an exit summon for the Dweller. Tided Binds for the flex. And good luck, Seko. Nemisty could do wonders if he has it. Sign Mining of his own, dropping the Jaguar of his own. Foxy will be the target though. That's where the paths will diverge. Or rather converge. Right? Yeah, I don't know England though, but what I do know is Foxy adding that Falco that was just revealed alongside another mining and a debug. Circle be adding the last piece of the puzzle. At least before Dweller and Co get involved. By Ko, I just mean the roar, because we have just the roar and the circle set from Big C. There it is. Ooh. Hitting the gazelle. That's likely just gonna kill the turn. He's already used circle. He's already used Assign Mining. And there we have it. The end phase. A well-timed hit on the gazelle to disallow all the extension that could be possible. Now that Balinks, nothing in the grave. One set. Let's see if Big C can play this out and deliver lethal on this turn. Maybe the set has something to say against that. Foul. Well, now we can attempt to force it. What's the response gonna be from the side of Seku? It is just a circle. A mirror can prove useful to be added here. Mirror it will be. Obviously, special summoning it. I don't know why you would really wait there. Just special summon it. It's still 1200 pierce from the Jaguar, so... Speaking of the devil, you got it coming up onto the board. And with that, another rank 4 coming up, then I mean, it's game in a lot of ways. Quite a lot of ways. And Big C making sure that he does it the most optimal way possible. I mean, right after this, he's likely just gonna set one and just attack over. Seku. Just the unfortunate reality of going second in this kind of a match. Okay, Security Dragon too. He's dead. Revealing the one last Security Dragon. And this will be lethal. 10-4. BZ is in playoffs. Thanks to Siki, Davide, and Big C for today's match. 7-3 with 14 RD is definitely ensuring of playoffs. Congratulations to BZ getting a spot in the playoffs. Not as a first seed, but as a wild card. And commiserations to Inti Sun. 4-6. Not the worst, not the best, but I'm sure they were satisfied with more than just that. With that being said, let's pay out the BZ betters. 88k gems in the pot. BZ has won, so there you go. With that further being said, let's look to raid. We have Dark Clan up against Pharaohs, and Entertainment Player versus Relentless. I'm likely just gonna send you to the Entertainment player versus the Relentless game, because that's the one that started earlier. Let's check out the scoreline, just so I don't accidentally send you to a game that just finished. It is 8-8, so just in time. Let's start up the raid and just go for that. Thank you once again, everyone, for sticking by for this game. What a game. Despite the close scoreline, the not very close scoreline, some games have felt very close. But that's gonna be it from me. And I'll leave you in some good hands right now with Punky at Entertainment Player versus Relentless. See you guys around.